Hey guys, welcome back to the ranch. Today we're going to look at cleaning a two-stroke carburetor. This is a Mikuni Corp two-stroke carburetor from my Toro CCR 2000 snowblower, or rather it is a replacement for the carburetor that's currently in the snowblower. Because mine's got a crack inside and it's leaking fuel everywhere, so I got a replacement. Now I got a used one off of eBay, so it is rather dirty, so it does need some cleaning. As you can see, I just want to go over the major parts, the major parts of cleaning, where we're going to use some carb cleaner. I'm not a sponsor of this brand, and just a bit of a toothbrush that'll probably start to disintegrate with the carb cleaner, but that's fine, and get these things a little bit cleaned up to make sure there's nothing gunked in there. So basically we're going to start by removing the bowl down here. It's got this 14 millimeter nut down here, which we're just going to loosen, slowly take away. And should be dry. I doubt it's got any fuel left. We're gonna put all the parts here aside. We'll get those cleaned afterwards. And just pull the bowl off. We can see in the bowl there's a tiny bit of sediment down here, or rather here in the corner. Alright, you guys are in front of me and I'm looking at what I'm doing in the viewfinder, so everything's kind of backwards. So we'll definitely clean that out. And then if you look at the carburetor, so this is your float, you got your needle, and in here, I'm not quite sure what it's called. I think it's the Venturi tube, don't quote me, but there is a jet inside of here. So take a flathead screwdriver, go in and just gently unscrew it. See, I might need a bigger size screwdriver. See if this one works. That one works better. And just slowly unscrew the jet till it comes out. There we go. That basically took the whole assembly out. That's beautiful. And what I want to do is, if you look through here, now it's hard to see. Let me see if I can do it with my flashlight here without blinding you guys to death. Let's see if that'll work. That you should, yeah, you see the light shining through? There's this tiny hole here. That's where the fuel gets sucked through. And I just want to make sure that there's nothing clogging this hole up. Now you could use like a guitar string or something really fine to get in here and push any debris through. I'm just going to take the nozzle of my carb cleaner. As you can see, it fits. And I'm going to try to catch the carb cleaner in here and just gently shoot it in. Make sure to face it away from you because it will backfire. We don't want carb cleaner in our eyes. Good from the other side too. But we should basically see carb cleaner shooting through. Let's see if we can, really hard. But you can see it shooting on the bottom. See there? Yeah. That means it's nice and clean. That is good. That's what we want. Clean jet. I'm going to set this jet aside here. Now this carburetor looks extremely clean on the inside. It doesn't look like anything is stuck. But nevertheless, since I have it out here, I'm just going to take the carb cleaner, give everything a good douche, of this stuff. And also in here, inside. Now I'm going to take my toothbrush and just kind of agitate the dirt a bit. Down here you can see there is an old seal left on here. I'm going to peel that off because I do have new seals for it, and we want to make sure the surface is totally clean. So we're going to go ahead and grab a razor blade. I got one of the big scraper blades here, and we want to gently scrape everything off so that the new seal that goes on can properly seal again. Now, we also want to hose this down. You can use carb cleaner on the whole thing to clean it. It'll just evaporate. So a lot of this is just surface dirt from probably being in the outside environment for a long time. So just give that a nice scrub. I wouldn't recommend using soapy water. I mean, I guess you could, but I prefer a carb cleaner or a brake cleaner or something like that. Isopropyl alcohol, anything that'll also dry out pretty quickly and not leave too much residue. You can see it. The throttle part here is a little bit rusty. It's not too bad, but that's just cosmetic. And I'll hose this whole thing down again. Make sure this all looks nice and clean. I mean, it's a used part, so you don't have to go nuts on it. I'm just testing here quickly to see if the choke works. If you hear the 3 clicks. There's 3 positions that it can click in. That sounds good. This can freely move back and forth. Also sounds good. Everything looks good. The seal looks good from the bowl. So the only thing I'm going to do is put some in here. Grab my toothbrush. Brush out the bowl. Got a good spray down. Spray here on the outside. And that's pretty much it for cleaning a carburetor. Of course you want to put the jet back in now. That's the reversal of how you got it out. Just screw it in, and then with your screwdriver you want to tighten it all the way back down. Yeah. Not rocket science. There we go. So this is how you basically clean a 2-stroke carb, at least for the Toro series snowblowers. Sorry there, I'm still getting used to the camera position. I'm going to put the bowl back on. Going to put the bolt back in. I'm going to make sure that this mounts like this to the snowblower. So I want this drainage screw pointing this way to the front where the choke opening is. Where are you guys? There you are. Just so if I have to drain it after it's full of fuel, I can easily drain it into a catch can. And that's it. In the next video, I'll show you guys how to actually replace it on the Toro snowblower. It's really short job, just a couple minutes. Most tedious part is going to be removing the plastic again. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. If it was, give it a thumbs up. If it wasn't, give it a thumbs down. Leave me a comment what you would do different, etc. And I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Thanks.